Hey, check it out, everybody. It's Phil from New York Rocks, and we're rocking down here at Tavern on the Lake in New Jersey. We're here with GerI Fasano. Hi, GerI.
How are you?
What's your short for? Go ahead.
Well, my real name is Geraldine, believe it or not.
Forget this line.
I try to forget that.
Okay, but we're down here and you're having a rock and recovery. Talk about rock and recovery, how you got started, and how you got to this point that you're here tonight and we're doing another benefit. Go ahead.
Okay, as most of you are aware, after Carl had his stroke, we started a foundation called Rock and Recovery. We're in our second year. We're a 501c3 foundation. Right. To date, we've raised about $60,000. We've been able to help musicians and artists who suffered a hardship with rent relief, medical bills, music scholarships, and amongst other things. So tonight is our fifth event here at Tavern on the Lake, a Halloween-themed party. Right. We have BedRock, who is a 80s cover band, 80s and 90s cover band. And they do everything from Bon Jovi to, I guess, Motley Crue, I guess. And of course, Far Cry. Okay. This will be their final performance.
Okay. Talk about Far Cry. Who was Far Cry now?
Far Cry is the cover band that Carl played in for, oh God, over 20 years. Sure. Yeah, and then when Carl suffered his stroke, they tried to keep it going, but it's just not the same. Right. So tonight is going to be their final performance, and then when Carl gets better,
it's getting a lot better.
Yep, they'll pick up the pieces, and hopefully then it'll be the reunion. just
to recap for the people that are out there that don't know what happened, give me a short description of what happened to Carl and what's this whole foundation's about. Go ahead.
Carl was playing the Iridium on April 4th, 2014 with Flavor Flav and the Flavortrons. And as the night was winding down, he began to exhibit all the signs of a stroke. A massive headache. He couldn't see out of one eye. His arm started to give out on him.
That was during the night?
Yeah, and he expressed every step of the way what was happening to him. And
but he didn't realize, let's say, it was a stroke.
No one realized. There's over 200 people there, and no one knew, that these were all the warning signs of a stroke. And Carl's stroke could have absolutely been prevented if any of us took him to the hospital. Right. So
that was the night.
That night. And so with that in mind, Carl is our inspiration for this foundation to spread awareness. Right. And actually today is World Stroke Awareness Day, October 29th. Cool. So if you look around the room here tonight, you'll see stroke awareness cards. And, if anyone takes away anything from this night, know when to call 911, And at the end of the day, if it's nothing, you spent a couple hours in the emergency room and you call it a day. Yeah. But you should take that ride to the hospital.
Everybody takes for granted that, it couldn't happen to me or, you know what I mean? Until it happens to you, that's really, talk about that.
Yep, exactly. It's something I wasn't aware of. Right. Who thinks at 50 years old you're going to have a stroke? Yeah. In Carl's case, he never drank. He wasn't involved in drugs.
He was always
healthy. Yep, 100%. And it can happen to anyone at any time. But in his case, he expressed every step of the way. I have a really bad headache. Right. Now I can't see out of my eye. Yeah. Now my arm is hurting, and
it was all like on one side of his body.
Yep, the right side of his body.
It's a miracle because, he was I think in a coma, right? Or he was.
They did put him in a coma to stop the pressure on the brain. Yeah. But he's doing a lot better. Well, they only gave Carl that night. They only gave Carl a 40% chance of surviving.
Wow.
Yeah. So we actually didn't. We didn't know what was going to happen,
and frantic, the whole family, everybody.
And this time
and
last year,
all his friends were. I know that.
Well, this time last year, he was barely talking. He was barely walking.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And now he's getting better.
He got up the stairs. I was I came up the stairs with you before, and I said, "Where'd Carl go, to the bathroom?" Oh no, he went upstairs. I was like, He went upstairs. He's already upstairs before we are. That's a miracle.
He's
So
getting
that's really
better.
good stuff.
And you know what?
Yeah.
And each one of these events that we raise money,
Yeah.
that in this case is earmarked for Carl. It costs $1,900 a month for his therapy. Insurance doesn't cover anything anymore.
Right.
He gets physical therapy in home. He gets vocal lessons. He gets guitar lessons. He has aqua therapy. And it all costs money.
Right. Everything costs money. It's like when I first met you guys. I met him a while back because when he played with Ace and and then with the Kiss Expos and all that, he used to appear at. But I came, and as soon as I found out, I was like, I'm going to go down there. I'm going to volunteer. I'm going to tape a couple of the concerts. I'm just going to do it. You know what I mean? Because out of my heart. You know what I mean? I didn't expect anything from it, but now that I did it a couple of times, you had me come back, and you said, why don't you come down and and tape the event or whatever and everything. So it's very nice. Thank you very much. I want to thank you. And I love to give back and help others, man, because one day you never know when you're going to need that help. God forbid you don't, but you know what I mean. It's good to be like that, to give back.
And right now, Rock and Recovery has a strong community of musicians who are there anytime to help.
Cool.
So it's going to be a great night.
And you're doing a good thing. You have a beautiful heart. And so does Carl, man. And so do the people that are coming here tonight. I want to thank you. But could you tell everybody how to find out more about your cause and the website, and you have Facebook, everything?
Yep. RockNRecovery.net.
Right.
You can find us on Facebook, Rock and Recovery. The hashtag is Music Heals or I Love Carl. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram. Yep.
Well, we're going to have a good rocking night here. I want to thank you very much. And you rock.
You rock.
All right. You're watching New York Rock, so we're going to rock it out right here. We're at Rock and Recovery on Tavern in the Lake in New Jersey. Who rocks better than us? Ho!
Nobody.
That's right, nobody. Remember that. Peace out.